big thing for me is that I won't sell something that I don't 100% believe in. It's just, coming this far along in a sales specific career, I wanted to make sure that I was selling something that I could wholeheartedly believe in and would sell to my best friend, to myself. I did a lot of research based on what the building materials were and the bare minimum that was required. And after doing the research, it was just incredibly clear that Williams was building the best house in Christchurch. Hi, I'm Amy Harrison, property consultant with Williams Corporation. So originally from Whistler, BC, over in Canada, a little ski town. Vancouver is just one of those really amazing cities because it was not so popular, but then had no reason not to be popular. It's a seaside destination with skiing and golfing, every single recreation activity that you could possibly imagine. I started in real estate in the early 2000s. My family and I were really established in Vancouver. Vancouver is an awesome city and it has a lot to offer, but when we really started to do the comparison for actual lifestyle and where our kids would be going to school and how was it all going to sort of fit together, Christchurch was an amazing option. The schools here are incredible. The distance from the CBD to the suburbs is maybe 7 minutes, so you weren't giving anything up in that lifestyle that you wanted. Everything was still really accessible, and so chucked all our stuff in a 40-foot container and said goodbye to it and saw it about 3 months later. When we first arrived in Christchurch, we lived just right behind me here. It was kind of shocking how cold the house was. When you had the heat pump at full blast, you were fine, but then when you moved into that secondary living area or the bedrooms, you could feel an absolute difference. We came from a single pane, aluminum frame condominium back in Vancouver, but we very rarely had to turn the heat on, I think because of the insulation. When we were in New Zealand, that heat pump was running nonstop. Insulation and the building code is incredibly important to me. When I was looking at developers to transition that position that I had overseas, it was important to find one that built well above what the building code offers. I think Williams is doing an amazing job at identifying houses that are not serving the people who live in them, and by tearing them down and starting fresh and building more homes for more Kiwis and making them affordable. It's definitely filling a niche in the market that nobody really looked to or saw potential in, but clearly it is. And the fact that they're built to such high standards is really impressive, and they should be proud of it. What we're seeing with inflation, what we're seeing with what's happening with the popularity of homes in New Zealand, that it's this perfect opportunity for people to get into an incredibly well-built home, solid investment, and sort of build that property portfolio going forward. Since moving to Christchurch, it's been awesome watching some of the major anchor projects finish off. For example, Little High, right here where we are right now. It's an awesome place to come with family, friends, get a quick bite to eat, and then wander over to the new library that's just finished as well. You can jump on a tram, you can go to the new convention center. Everything downtown is so accessible, and it's actually been really fun to see a city come back to life again. Being a part of that has actually been a really awesome journey so far. Vancouver is an awesome city, love to visit. Always going to be skiing in Whistler Blackcomb for sure. Christchurch has been so welcoming, and we've really been able to establish ourselves really quickly with the incredible schools, and our daughters have fit right in, so no, Christchurch is home.